All right, this is Deanna Marie, and welcome back here to the Clusie. And today we're going to be talking about Adam and Eve. We're going back to in the beginning, and so I know somebody needs to hear this, and it's going to help you guys out. So let's get started. All right, so in the beginning, Adam and Eve, they're hanging out in the garden. They're happy. They're in love. God blessed Adam with this wonderful wife. They're hanging out, and then he gives them the directions. Don't eat from this tree over here. You can have anything else that you want, just not this tree. It's not going to be the best thing for you. Okay. Adam and Eve, they're fine. They're happy. In comes Satan, the deceiver, the liar, right? Your guys' enemy, right? That's because that's what he is. He comes in and he just makes Eve question God's word. Like, did God really say that? And as soon as you start thinking, did God really tell me that I was going to do this? Did God really tell me that I was going to be with this person? Did God really give me this promise? He's got you thinking and questioning God's goodness. And as soon as he knows that that's what you're doing, he just flat out lays it out. Like, oh, well, if God's so good, why can't you do that? So, for example, in real life, that might look like, oh, maybe you have a business and you have like a, I don't know, $1 million business, right? Satan comes in and he's like, if God's so good, why don't you have a $1 billion business? And then you start thinking about that and you're like, well, I don't know. Why don't I have that? Well, Satan's showing you one part of it. But he's not showing you the whole picture, because maybe if you had that $1 billion business, something would happen in the future, like with one of your children, and they would, because you had so much money, they would become like, I don't know, drug addicts or, alcoholics. One of them's going to end up killing themselves. I don't know. But I know that if God says, hey, this ain't the best thing for you, it is not the best thing for you, and he's not the one that's lying to you. See, the enemy is lying to you, and he wants your eyes not on God and how good he is and everything that he's doing for you. No, he wants you to pay attention to the things that he doesn't give you. Oh, well, maybe you aren't that millionaire yet. If God's so good, why aren't you making millions of dollars right now? He wants you to focus on that, because what he wants you to do, he wants to get in the way of your relationship with God. That's his game. You are God's child. He hates God, and he has done everything that he can to do to get kicked out of heaven. He's not allowed there. So he wants to take what God created and loves and turn it against him, because he knows that that would hurt God the most, because you're his kid. He wants what's best for you. So Satan's going to take you and do whatever he can to make your life hell, because he knows that's what's going to hurt God in the end. It's going to hurt God's feelings. And that's all he's after. That's all this is about. And some of you guys got, and this is specifically for a specific group of people on here, God showed you who you're supposed to marry. There's somebody out there, there's a person that you're supposed to be marrying, and you're out here, Satan's deceiving you and telling you, no, it can't be that person. That person's got so much going on. Why don't you look over here? Look over here at this person. And you guys are being deceived when God already told you who the right person was for you. And you need to go listen to God, because that is the best. That is the happiest you're going to be. That is the most satisfaction that you're going to receive in this life. But if you disobey God and you go eat of the fruit of this tree over here, that's not going to lead to the best that God has for you. So you guys need to stop letting Satan make you question what God's goodness and his word and what he promised and told you. I've already told you, if God said he's going to do something, he's going to do it. He doesn't lie. But I know the enemy does lie, and the enemy just wants you to get as far away from God, not because he cares about you or because he wants you to be on his side. He doesn't give a damn, quite honestly. He just wants to hurt God. And that's all it is. And he knows he's not going to heaven. So he wants to take as many people to hell with him as he can. That's how he talked like a third of the angels from leaving God's side. That's how deceptive he is. And you guys need to stop listening to that bull crap, because God is not a liar. God is not bad. He's awesome. He's doing all of these amazing things for you. He's got a wonderful plan and wonderful gifts that he's trying to give to you. So don't let the enemy come in here and trick you, because that's all he's trying to do. He wants you to question God's goodness. So don't. Just say, nope, I'm not entertaining this, and be done with it. Okay? So, anyways, that was a tough message, and I don't know who the marriage thing was for, but I hope you're going to heed my advice, okay? So, anyways, I love you guys. Like, share, subscribe, and comment as always, and I'll see you guys next time.